In this video, I'm going to be solving just a handful of problems from Exercise 3, Section 2 in Chapter 7, 7.2, Exercise 3. I'll start here with problem number 6, and then jump ahead to 10, and finally 17. You'll notice here in the video sequence anyway that I skipped completely over exercise number 1, as well as exercise number 2 in 7.2. These, once again, are just simply the warm-up problems, the fill-in-the-blank problems. I highly recommend that you go back, if you haven't just yet, and solve these problems, just so that you begin to commit the rules from this section to memory, and get a sense of how they actually are employed when really solving a problem. But for now, I'll skip ahead to exercise 3, beginning here, quite obviously, with problem number 6. In problem number 6, the conclusion that we're asked to derive is L and B, L dot B. And anytime that the conclusion that you're asked to solve for has a dot as the main logical operator, you can really think of this problem as, really containing two separate objectives. Objective number 1, in no real particular order, get the L, and then on some other line, get the B, and you can finish out via conjunction, jamming the L and the B together with conjunction. So anytime, again, the main operator in the conclusion that you're asked to derive is the dot, think of it as two separate objectives. Get the L, get the B, finish up with conjunction, and you'll be done. You'll notice here in the problem that we can get L right off the bat. L is the first conjunct in line number 2, and we can get the first conjunct by itself just simply via simplification. So that'll be the opening move here, and that'll be half the battle really for us. So the justification for this, to simp, and we now have L by itself, and so the remaining task here is to get the B. B nicely only appears once. It's part of the consequent of line number 1. And think to ourselves here, what rule allows us to get out the consequent of a horseshoe statement? And of course, that's our very first rule of modus ponens. But as you'll recall, no doubt, to do modus ponens, you need the antecedent of the horseshoe statement. You need L wedge T, which we don't quite have. So the question on the floor presently is, how can we get L wedge T out of the parts that we have? And here's where addition comes in handy. In addition, you can add on, you can say wedge, whatever you like, fill in the blank. And in this particular case, we want L wedge T. We've got in line 3 an L by itself, so it's easy enough just simply to tack on that T via addition. So the justification, just line 3, the rule addition, L, wedge, whatever you like. In this case, you want to construct the antecedent to line 1, so tack on that T. And having done so, we've immediately set up 1 and 4 modus ponens. Horseshoe statement in line 1, antecedent to that horseshoe statement in line 4. So via modus ponens for line number 5, we get out the consequent, we get B and G. Now we've already got the L by itself, we want the B, so this too easy enough to get, fairly routine. 5 simp, and we get that first conjunct, the B by itself. Now that we've got the L, we've got the B, we can finish up again via conjunction, 3 and 6 conjunction, jamming those two separate lines together via a dot, L and B, and that then is problem number